In The Matrix, when Morpheus offers Neo the red pill, he hesitates. It's not just a pill, it's the choice between staying in a comfortable illusion or diving into the terrifying unknown. And if we're being honest, most of us, when faced with major life changes, would reach for the blue pill. Why? Because the unknown, even with all its possibilities, feels far scarier than the familiar, even if that familiarity is limiting. But here's the paradox. While we crave security, we also crave growth. And growth is impossible without change. So why do we resist it so much? 1. The brain's fear response. Why change feels like a threat. Evolutionarily, our brains are wired to prioritize survival over exploration. Thousands of years ago, stepping into unfamiliar territory could mean encountering a predator. Today, that same survival instinct kicks in when we face a big decision, switching careers, moving to a new city, or even ending a toxic relationship. The amygdala, the part of our brain responsible for detecting threats, can't differentiate between physical danger and emotional discomfort. This is why making even a positive change can feel terrifying. Your brain is essentially saying, stick to what you know, it's safer. 2. Familiarity bias. Why we cling to the known. Think about the Shawshank Redemption. After spending decades in prison, Red is finally free, but instead of celebrating, he's paralyzed. The world outside is unpredictable, chaotic, nothing like the structured life he knew. This is familiarity bias in action. We prefer the certainty of what we know, even if it's limiting, because the alternative feels overwhelming. This bias explains why people stay in unhappy jobs, relationships, or habits. The pain of change seems greater than the pain of staying the same. 3. How fear of change holds us back. Opportunities slip away. Miles Morales, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, initially rejects his powers, terrified of the responsibility. He doesn't feel ready, a classic fear of change symptom. We self-sabotage. Like Elizabeth Swann in Pirates of the Caribbean, we often resist stepping into who we truly are, fearing how the world will see us. Regret creeps in. The longer we delay necessary changes, the more we regret not making them sooner. Have you ever looked back at a moment in your life and thought, I wish I had taken that chance? That's the real cost of fearing change. Not failure, but missed potential. 4. Overcoming the fear of change. A. Reframe uncertainty as opportunity. Instead of viewing change as something to be feared, see it as an opportunity. Think of it like a new level in a game. You don't know what's coming, but that's what makes it exciting. B. Take small steps. Big changes feel overwhelming, but breaking them into small, manageable steps makes them easier. If you're scared of leaving a job, start by networking. If moving to a new city feels impossible, visit first. C. Embrace a growth mindset. In Kung Fu Panda, Po believes he's not cut out to be the dragon warrior, but what changes his mindset? Realizing that growth isn't about being ready, it's about being willing to adapt. D. Visualize the alternative. Ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen if I embrace this change? Then ask, what's the worst that could happen if I don't? Often, the risk of staying the same is greater than the risk of change. The choice is yours. Neo took the red pill. Andy Dufresne crawled through 500 yards of filth to freedom. Miles Morales embraced the unknown and became a hero. None of them were ready. But they did it anyway. So, what's your red pill moment? The fear of change isn't a sign to turn back, it's a sign that something bigger is waiting. And the only way to get there is to take the first step.